Hi guys, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please do subscribe. I'm Crystal and I'm back from my mum's. I spent, I would say about nearly 4 hours with my mum this afternoon. I kept my mum company and my mum gave me some cat litter, she gave me some cat food, she helped out and gave me a bit of money, and I just want to show you what was in my mailbox this morning. My mum sent me £40. That was supposed to have come yesterday but it didn't, so when I went down to my post box before I got into the taxi this morning, there was an envelope with £40 in it that my mum had sent, and I also had a letter from British Gas, the delivery group, British Gas. My mum doodles on the back of envelopes. She did a little doodle. So to me that looks like a clock. A clock? So my mum doodles on the back of the envelope. And the letter says, Monday 23rd of October 2023. Dear Genestra, enclose this £40. Short note, but I am in a hurry to post this to you, Genestra. Bye for now, Mum. And this is my mum's handwriting. It's very fancy because she's 77, so my mum grew up and went to school in a different time than me. My handwriting is completely different. So, where did we get to? My mum told me to order from a delivery shop. Basically, I used to get deliveries from Super Pizza, but now I've been using Pizza Go Go, and that is their logo. Pizza Go Go, that's their logo. So I had spaghetti bolognese round my mum's, spaghetti bolognese. I've got chicken bites and curly fries. I've had a Snickers milkshake, and I've just eaten the majority of this Belgian chocolate pudding. So I'm not hungry. I've got money. So I'm not sat in my flat I'm not dangerously angry. I'm not hungry, and I'm not short of money. So I have got to take my dog out for a walk again in the dark after taking a 2-hour phone call from victim support. I did get like pain in my jaw and ear, but I kept moving the phone in different places so it didn't hurt me so much. The same rules apply. When you go outside, take the personal alarm. It might not be much use as a torch, but it'll hurt somebody's ears if they come near you. So last night, I told victim support last night a dog jumped all over my left leg. I told Isabel. She's taken all the information gathered and she's taken it back to her supervisor, and she's getting back to me on Monday, a phone call on Monday. I went round to my mum's after the 2-hour phone call. It wasn't my mother talking about Derek abusing her. It was me talking about my marriage and my life. I wasn't talking about my mother Jennifer's life, because my father Derek is dead, D-E-A-D, dead. So it's irrelevant now, isn't it? Anyway, unless my mum herself at 77 wants counselling for a domestic violence support agency, or she needs to go in a refuge because she's in trouble with somebody. But I'm talking about myself and what I've been through, which is totally different to my mum. My husband is still alive, her husband Derek is dead. Right? So my mum isn't being stalked by a character called Charlie, it's me. And he was hovering around again where I live after I talked to Isabel on the phone for 2 hours. So he was hovering about after the phone call, which I find really weird. So I went up to my mum's. I told her that I was talking to someone from victim support, and I hope finally to get some counselling support and care myself, because I've never had any decent help. I sat with my mum. She ranted on about Derek abusing her. She showed me my dad's photograph because it's still hung on her wall. The photograph of my dad, Derek, is still hung on her wall. And she kept opening the door and showing me, and I said, Mum, it's upsetting me. I don't want to keep seeing photographs of my dad. He's dead. At one point she said, then you must know if he's alive. And I said, he's dead. Derek is dead. Please stop saying things like that. It's upsetting me. I said, did you go into the co-op funeral service and see Dad in the coffin? No, she said. It was me, his daughter. And it upsets me when she keeps referring to my dad as if he's still alive, because he isn't. So we chatted, I put the telly on, the Go-Go pizza delivery guy arrived at the door with his mirrored sunglasses, talking to my mum, who was dressed up in clothes like I wear on YouTube. Someone had dressed my mother up like myself, in a nice fancy floaty top, and she answered the door to the delivery guy with the mirrored sunglasses. The taxi driver called my mother, Jennifer, young lady, and my mum is 77. So he went, he waved at my mum, he smiled at my mum, the taxi driver did, and he went, hello young lady. And that's what my father Derek used to call me inside the flat when he was alive. He used to call me, Genestra, young lady. How are you, young lady, he would say to me. Now people are saying it to my elderly mother, as if my dad was talking to me. So I was talking to a man from the council, Kent Home Choice, who told me they're dealing with my Kent Home Choice account, and they'd left me a voicemail on the phone and an email. And I'm telling you now, I've searched all through my emails and my voicemail messages, and I've had no messages of Kent Home Choice, which is Medway Council. I've had no messages at all. Because I still want to move out of this flat. Charlie is walking where I walk my dog on the field, all around the paths where I go. And I told Isabel when he sees me, he can't keep his hands to himself. I told her. He keeps touching me inappropriately and I don't like it. It's typical, isn't it? You talk about the person and they appear. So I sat with my mum, we chatted. Sue didn't knock on the door, my mother's next door neighbour. Charlotte didn't ring, she didn't call round, it was just me and my mum sat together. My mother, I didn't see anybody apart from my mum. I had 2 phone calls from London, and I don't know what they were because they didn't leave an answer phone message. I had 2 calls from London, 0207, but I don't know who they were. My mum was ranting on about my dad, how he abused her, and I said, it's just, you know, we've all got to move on. You know, because my mum's nearly 80 and she's still going on about it. Time's fleeting, it's being wasted. I've had no flirt finder messages since Isabel rang. None at all. No, no weird messages on Facebook either. Nothing. So I'm pleased to say that since Isabel and I stopped talking about just after 12 p.m. this afternoon, there's been absolutely no pestering whatsoever. It's been completely dead. There were men all up Durrell Gardens fitting out bathrooms and kitchens to the residents at Durrell Gardens, because I haven't had a new fitted bathroom or a kitchen. Men everywhere. I didn't go out shopping. I stayed in the flat with my mother. I watched TV. I had the takeaway, and I spent some time with my mum. And then around 4:15, I thought it was time to go. I thought my mum was tired. She tried to do a bit of hoovering, and her hoover is broken. It comes on for 5 minutes and then it packs in. So she tried to hoover while I was round there, but her hoover's bust. She showed me her stool, which has been broken. She showed me a bedside cabinet, which was broken to pieces. Pretty much like my flat, really. These newfangled cupboards fall apart. These do-it-yourself cupboards collapse. I've got broken cupboards in my bedroom. They're no use, these do-it-yourself cupboards. Anyway, so 4:15, I said to my mum, I want to go home. So my mum asked me, is there anything I want? Did I want any food? Did I want anything else? I went, no, I've got everything I need. And mum rang the taxi. The taxi said they was going to be in 10 minutes. So I had 2 heavy bags of cat litter, a backpack, cat and dog food. My mum had kept going on about how she couldn't breathe, and I felt heavy and short of breath. So I take the bags outside. The white taxi arrives, and the driver looks like Dodi Fayed. He looks like the Egyptian guy Dodi Fayed. He's a spitting image of Dodi Fayed. I just gesture to the driver that I've got heavy bags, like, can I put them in the back? So I put my bags in the boot, and then he drove me to where I live. There was ambulances going up and down. So 2 ambulances passed the taxi with flashing lights, and they went that way, and then they turned round and they went back up that way towards Gillingham Hospital, the Medway Maritime Hospital. 2 flashing light ambulances went up towards Chatham Hill, towards the hospital. I got home safely, and I asked the guy to drive round the back of the flats because I had heavy bags and I wanted to get into the lift, because I had 2 bags of cat litter, 1 large backpack and 2 plastic Morrison's bags, and I looked like a mutant ninja turtle with a load of luggage. So I got into the flat to the 1st floor, shuffled to my flat, got inside, and Max was good as gold with my cat Nikki, and everything was in perfect order. Nothing broken, nothing messed, and nothing at all. Absolutely, completely normal. And then I just put my stuff away, and the lady with the dash hound has come out of her flat twice, and it's been howling and squealing down the corridor. And apart from that, nothing very strange has gone on. But I have not had any sign of harassment so far, apart from seeing that Charlie opposite the field this afternoon before I went to see my mum. And he was dressed like he usually was, in old tatty clothing, walking his white thin dog. So I've got to wait till Monday when Isabel will tell me what's going to happen, who she's going to refer me to. and whatnot, and we'll go from there. But I really need to get out of this flat and meet real people. That's what I told Isabel. I can't keep being stuck on YouTube and Facebook, stuck in my flat, just sat for hours on end, just looking at TV screens and YouTube. I need to meet real people, have real relationships. My mum is 77. She wants to sit indoors. She's an elderly lady with arthritis. My mum's got arthritis. She doesn't want to go out. But this has been going on since I was 34. 34 years old. That's 21 years later. And these things are still going on. So I've got to take Max out for a walk in the dark. I've had 2 hours of telling all my personal information to Isabel at Victim Support with what I believe is not a private phone call. I told her I think my phone has got spyware on it and people are listening. Because how comes Charlie appears after the phone call from nowhere? And other things. Right, I've got to take Max out for a walk. He hasn't had a walk since this afternoon. And I've got to take a tiny plastic panic alarm, which is no use at all. And the acting is still going on, you know, the stupid things down the street, up the road. And this is serious. So it's really safety first, keep safe, don't walk near parked cars where somebody's in the car, don't go around car parks where cars could reverse into me and knock me flying, and to stay away from men and to obviously keep in lit areas. And not go into places where people could be hiding in bushes and jumping out behind benches. Keep to lit areas where there's lamps or I've obviously got a torch. And obviously if someone comes near me, I'm going to set that personal alarm off. So don't go into dead ends where they can cut, you know what a dead end is. You go and walk up an alley and there's no way out at the top. And then if someone's walking behind you, you're fucked. I don't see how that personal alarm is any use whatsoever, but there you are. I think shouting and screaming would be more louder. You know, I'm going to have to start going to self-defense lessons like karate or kickboxing or something. That's another idea. So, I'm going to take Max out and we're going to see what happens. And I've noted it down that Charlie appeared at 12 o'clock this afternoon. He was down my street on Sunday. He was in the area at 12 o'clock this afternoon. So he's repeatedly stalking. He's stalking, walking down the road, hoping to bump into me or something. That's what he's doing. Fortunately, he was far away from me and there was people everywhere. So if he'd have tried anything on, there would have been about 10 witnesses. Now, I hope everybody has a lovely evening. I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee and then I'm going to take my dog out and just take things as they come. See you later.